it, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody's losing, faces merge and change, but your face remains the same.
Oh, hello. Oh, good God, everything is falling. Now we're good, lads, we're good. Are we? We will be. Hello. So I'm home now. As you have seen from the B-roll, I was in Cardiff today, doing a bit of shopping. I went with my mum went to meet a friend, and I went book shopping. And I bought quite a few books. Not gonna be gloating in the slightest, just wanted to share what I've bought because I know quite a lot of people enjoy seeing what books I buy, and enjoy my come shopping with me videos. I did buy quite a few books, but I did have quite a few like Waterstones pointy voucher things, so it doesn't really count. It's like girl math. I basically bought half the books that I actually got, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I thought I'd just go through each one and just kind of show you what I've got, because I have quite the selection, because Cardiff Waterstones is a vibe and it's quite big. So here we go. So the first book is a book that was recommended to me by John Gwynn and Mark Lawrence. I went to a book signing of theirs recently, and one of the questions that was asked during the like little chatty bit was, what is a book that you would recommend? And they both said the same one. And they both said The Daughter's War by Christopher Bullman, and I was like, wow, I'm gonna read that. So I was able to find a copy and pick up a copy today in Cardiff. I have no idea what this is about, literally no idea what this is about. I just picked it up because John told me to. So it says, a fraught, shattering fantasy adventure, this standalone novel is set during the war-torn, goblin-infested years just before the Black Tongue's thief. The goblins have killed all of their horses and most of our men, or all of our horses and most of our men. They have enslaved our cities, burned our fields, and still they wage war. Now our daughters take up arms. I'm excited. Also, this cover is absolutely stunning, which makes me even more excited. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. Thanks for the rec, John and Mark. The next one is something I don't usually do. So I'm very good at picking up books that I hear off of BookTube, Instagram, off of a recommendation from other people, but it's very rare I pick up a book because I read the synopsis and gone, that sounds good. But that's what this book is. And I picked up for multiple reasons. One being its sprayed edge, one being the little design on the hardback, and two, the cover. Three, the cover, sorry. And that is A Fire in the Sky by Sophie Jordan. This is stunning. Like, can you see the dragon? Can you see the dragon? The sprayed edge, and then also the dragon. You can't tell I like dragons. But also what got me was on the back it says, dragons are extinct, witches are outcast, but magic lives. So magic is not dead, it's only sleeping, and it will take one ordinary girl with an extraordinary destiny to awaken it. And I believe it involves dragons. I'm thinking of doing like a dragon vlog, where I just read dragon books, because I have quite a few. If you're interested in seeing that, let me know, because then I'll do it. I'll probably do it sooner. If you tell me you want it, I'll do it sooner. If you don't tell me you want it, I might never do it, or I might do it next year. But you need to tell me if you want it or not. The next book I bought is a bit of a weird one. It is Bone Shard War by Andrea Stewart, which is book 3 in the Drowning Empire series. So spoiler, I'm currently reading The Bone Shard Daughter, and I'm really enjoying my time. So I've bought this, which is book 3, and I've also bought book 2 like last week, because I'm loving it. I'm absolutely loving it, and I want all the series here just in case. Just in case I decide to go from one book to the next to the next. So I bought it just in case, because you never know. You never know. The next book I got is one of the like November book picks for Waterstones, and it is Return to the Dalagut Dream department store by Maya Lee. And I own the first book. I haven't read it yet, but I mainly bought it because of the cover. Because look at that. It reminds me of something out of like Adventure Time, and to me that's a vibe. They're really short. They're like 260 pages, but would be good to like just a cute little duology to read. Why not? I feel like it's meant to be quite cute, cozy, fun time. So yeah, happy days. That's literally the only reason I bought that. Next is a book which I got recommended after my reading my first Stephen King vlog. In that vlog I read Carrie, and then afterwards I was recommended another Stephen King by someone I used to work with. I miss her very much. I wish she would come back. And I thought I'd pick it up today while it was there, and that is Christine by Stephen King. I have no idea what this is about. So it says, from the moment 17-year-old Arnie Cunningham sees Christine, he will do anything to possess her. Arnie's best friend distrusts her, his girlfriend fears her, others soon learn what happens when you cross her. But Christine is Arnie's obsession. 20 years old, blood red, fat and fine, and she's a 58 Plymouth Fury, broken down maybe, but still with power. A margin power that leaks like sump oil, destroying whatever stands in her path. I'm very excited to read this one actually. And yeah, because it was a recommendation, I kind of want to get to it quite soon. It is obviously a lot bigger than Carrie. It is like 700 pages, but that's fine. We can take our time. We can take our time. The next book I got is because it's finally out in paperback, and that is The Fragile Threads of Power by V. Schwab. This has got nice red sprayed edges and is signed by V. Schwab, but this is finally out in paperback. I didn't get the hardback when it came out because I wanted it to match my other editions, and I loved the Darker Shade of Magic trilogy. I really enjoyed my time with it, and I'm very excited to be back with these characters, but also to meet some new characters. I know that Jade from Jade Ray Reads read it. I can't remember if it was this year or not, but she loved it. And she said it was just great to be back with the characters, so I'm very excited to read this one. I'm very excited to get sprayed edge. I wasn't expecting that. I was going to pick it up nonetheless. The next book I got, I didn't know was published through like a proper publisher. I thought it was still indie published, so I was very shocked to see it in Waterstones, and knew I had to pick it up straight away. And that is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I've seen an awful lot of people talking about this. A lot of Americans or Canadians are like Mel and Cassidy and those people. They've been speaking about this an awful lot, and I've really wanted to read it. I do think it is going to be something I enjoy. So it's like an epic slow burn romantasy, and it is part of a series. So this series is called the Kindred Curse Saga, and this is book 1. Oh, and it says exclusive bonus chapter. How exciting. So yeah, I'm very, very excited to read this one, and I do hope I can get to it quite soon, probably like maybe early next year, if not this year, if I don't have time. But this year is fucking flying by, so who knows. The next book I got was Dragon Rider by Taryn Matheru. I'm very excited to read this one. Again, could use it for a dragon vlog. I think it's an epic fantasy again, but obviously about dragons. An epic fantasy where dragons fly and empires fall. I am very excited to read this one. I know that Jade read it recently, and I think she enjoyed it, and it is just one that I have had my eye on for a little while, so I thought, you treating yourself, kid, go for it. So I bought it. And I got it in hardback, thankfully. I didn't know if I'd be able to get a hardback copy still, but they did have one, so I picked that up straight away. The next book I got was How to Solve Your Murder by Kirsten Perrin, which is a mystery. It's pretty much the only one I've got that isn't fantasy, looking at it. So this is... In 1965, a fortune teller told Frances Adams that one day she'd be murdered. Frances spent 60 years compiling dirt on every person she met, just in case they might turn out to be her killer. But none of her friends or family took her seriously until she was dead. When her great-niece Annie arrives at Castle Knoll, she finds herself in a participant in a dangerous game. Frances will stipulate that the person who finds her killer will inherit her millions, and in the heart of her sprawling country estate lies an eccentric library of detective work where the right person could step in and use her findings to solve her murder. I'm very excited to read this one. I do think it's going to be something that I really enjoy. I haven't really heard many people talk about it, so maybe I'll do like a murder mystery vlog as well. I probably will do that more this year rather than next year, because it is kind of like November is mystery season, so maybe I will do that in November. Let me know if you want to see that, as well as me dragon vlog, let me know. And the final book I got was An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. I picked this up because it is the Literally Dead book club pick for November, and I want to get on board, as I always do. Obviously, it depends if I have time. Time, effort, all of the in between, but it is something I am very much interested in. Again, I actually have no idea what this is about. Why are synopsises so massive now? I believe it is set in a school for those born with magic in their blood. I don't really know anything about it, and I don't really want to read this synopsis, but it's something to do with a school, probably a bit of dark academia, like, you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So yeah, that's that. And that's all the books that I bought while I was in Cardiff. I know it was a lot, and yeah, I do have an obsession, and I do have a problem, but it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know if you want a dragon vlog or a like murder mystery vlog, or both. I can do both. Just let me know what your thoughts are on it. If you don't want me to do it, I probably will still do it, so soz, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you are new, as we are currently on our way to 400 subscribers, and I will see you all very soon for another video. Bye!